Hey guys, Pro1701 here, and today we're going to be ranking the Superman movies from worst to best, and I have 8 entries on this list. This will just be looking at live-action Superman movies. And at the bottom in 8th place, I have Superman 3. I don't really like this movie. I don't like the concept of evil Superman, and it's frustrating as much as I love Christopher Reeve, who's great in the movie. Just to see him having to play this dark, drunk version of the character is just, I just don't like it at all. The scene when the woman gets turned into the computer is creepy as fuck. I remember seeing it as a child, and I think that's one of the reasons I'm scarred to this movie. Just that's pretty freaky to see when you're a kid. It's dark. It's ooh. Yeah, that unnerved me as a kid, and it still makes me not want to watch the movie. Plus, I think Richard Pryor is very miscast in the film. I love me some Richard Pryor, but I think he's really miscast. I mean, the only good things about this movie to me, I think, are Christopher Reeve as Superman was always great, regardless. And then the scene when he's battling himself and when he defeats himself, the whole bit with the black kryptonite, that's a pretty good scene. But other than that, no thank you. Number 7 on the list is Superman 4. Now, to be clear, when I was a kid, I really enjoyed this movie. I think it is a good movie for like a 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old to watch. But as an adult, you can just see the bad effects, the nuclear man. He has this 80s hair band, metal band hairdo. It seems very marketed toward children. Christopher Reeves, again, is still great in it, but it's just, I haven't gone to rewatch this one since probably the 90s. It's just hard to get through now with the limited budget. Number 6 on the list is the Justice League, which is the original theatrical version of the Justice League. I have not seen the Snyder Cut. The original one, I have a lot of issues with it. I like Henry Cavill back as Superman, despite the weird stuff with his face, with the de-mustaching thing going on. I like the fact that he feels more like Superman in this movie than any other movie. Kind of more lighthearted and with hope and all that. It feels more like Superman, more like old school Superman than I think his Superman had ever felt like for me before. But this movie has a lot of other problems with pacing issues and other stuff going on, and I don't like the CGI work for Cyborg. It's just all over the place, and I don't really connect with it. Number 5 on the list is Man of Steel. Superman is not a dark, gritty character. It's like they were trying to do the Nolan trilogy with Superman. I don't think it worked. The movie is fine. It's perfectly watchable. Henry Cavill, I do think, is a good Superman. I really like, was it Michael Shannon? Is that his name? As Zod. I really like his Zod. What's his name? Russell Crowe is a good Jor-El. It's really hard for me because I just always think of Marlon Brando as Jor-El. He is Jor-El for me, so I'm never going to accept fully anyone else's Jor-El. I just love Brando in that role. But I think Russell does a fantastic job, considering. And I like the movie. It's a little too bland. I don't like how Zack Snyder has these bland, boring, uninteresting colors a lot of times. It's gritty. I like colorful superhero movies, like the Reeves movies tend to be better. So it's all right. It's good. It's perfectly watchable. It's just I don't like gritty Superman. And next on the list is Batman versus Superman, which a lot of this I like because I just absolutely love Ben Affleck's Batman a lot. He draws heavily from Dark Knight Returns Batman, which I also love a lot. I think Ben Affleck's a good actor. I love his Bruce Wayne. I love his jaded Batman. I like Michael Irons. I think that's his name, Michael Irons. Whatever the guy's playing Alfred's name is, I like him as an actor. So I think he does a good job here as Alfred. Everything going on with Batman, I'm interested in. I don't really care for Lex Luthor with Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor. That unhinged Lex Luthor, I don't really like that. Pulls the movie down. I like the fight between Batman and Superman. Again, very Dark Knight Rises inspired. I like that. I like the bit with the Batmobile. I like that this Batman kills like Keaton's does. This jaded Batman who's kind of crossed the line. I like that. I've never liked Batman's no-killing rule personally. And Batman's my favorite superhero, so that's saying a lot. But I really like this darker, more push-the-limits Batman a lot. And I actually even like the Martha scene a lot. A lot of people don't, but I really enjoyed it. I'd never really connected the fact that both of their mothers are named Martha. Even though I knew both of their mothers were named Martha, I'd never really just had that moment of, hey, wait, both of their mothers are named Martha. And for me, the scene works because Batman realizes he's about to do what was done to him and murder someone who might be totally innocent. And that's why he stops, to save Martha. And he remembers his dad calling the name Martha. So it's almost like he's the killer in the crime alley now. And that's why he stops. For me, it's a very significant moment. I actually really enjoyed that scene a lot. Plus, I love all the nods to 1981's Excalibur because I'm a big fan of that film as well. In third place, I have Superman 2. I love Superman 2 a lot. My only reason it doesn't rank in the number 2 spot is some of the silly moments that Richard Lesterson stuck in. I've never seen the Richard Donner cut. I really need to see the Richard Donner cut. But some of the comical moments, like the ice cream falling and slapping the guy in the face, is a little unnecessary. It's a great movie. I love the cast. Gene Hackman is great. Margaret, whoever it is playing Margaret Kidder, she's great. Zod is good. His name's blowing out of my mind at the moment, but he's really good as Zod. And of course, Christopher Reeves is just always amazing as Superman. He is Superman to me. Christopher Reeve is Superman to me. So he's fantastic in it. Number 2 on the list is Superman Returns. I really like this movie a lot. I think it's very underrated. The problem is it's a movie that would have worked perfectly fine if it had come out in the mid-'80s, but audiences have a much shorter attention span in 2006 when the movie came out. And it very much feels like a sequel and a love letter to the first 2 films, especially the first film, which is less action and more story. There's a lot going on in it, which where an audience in 1978, that's good. An audience in 2006, I think, gets bored partway through. I think Brandon Routh is a great Superman, especially considering he is playing Reeves Superman. This is supposed to be the Christopher Reeve Superman. So I think he does a good job of stepping into Chris's shoes and pulling that off pretty well. I absolutely love Kevin Spacey as Lex Luthor. I mean, despite everything that's happened with Kevin Spacey since, just as a character in this, he pulls off a great Lex Luthor. I would have loved to have seen a sequel to this movie with him back as Lex Luthor because he's so good in the role, so good. And it's interesting as a nice sequel to the second movie with him, Lois having a kid, Lois writing an article about the world not needing him, seeing them reconnect. I just thought this was a great love letter to the first 2 films, and I love the first 2 films. Even the, having the John Williams theme in it, having the credits done like the old one. This is, I think, one of the most underrated superhero films ever made. It's a really good movie. I always enjoy rewatching it. And plus, it brings back Marlon Brando as Jor-El, and he is my Jor-El, so I love that as well. And then number 1 is Richard Donner's Superman, the first one from 1978. I love that movie. I think it's paced well for its time. I think the effects are very impressive for their time. I think Christopher Reeve is one of the best casting choices in a superhero movie ever made, if not the best. He just is Superman. He has that Boy Scout innocence to him that Superman should have, that goodness to him, that even though he's not human, he is being like the best of humanity, which is amazing considering he's not technically human. I love his portrayal. I love his Clark Kent, and I love his Superman. He does them both so well, and he's so humble in it. I adore it. Gene Hackman, I think, is a good Lex Luthor. I really enjoy his Lex Luthor. Margaret Kidder is a good Lois Lane. I enjoy everything about this movie. I really do. The music, the cinematography, it is pretty much the first real superhero movie to me, and I absolutely always love a rewatch of it. It's easily my favorite Superman movie. So this has been me talking about ranking my Superman movies. I would like to know what you think, so comment down below and tell me how you would rank them. Other things to do, click the like button, click the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications so you never miss out on another video. I have 2 other channels as well. I have a Star Wars channel, which is my largest one, called Prowl 1701, Prowl space 1701, where I review lightsaber replicas and stuff like that. And then there's the channel I kind of consider my main channel, which is called Another Sci-Fi Guy, where I talk about all things Doctor Who. I'm a big Doctor Who fan. I do a new video there every day. So if that's something that interests you, definitely check that one out. That one I do consider my main channel. I also have a P.O. box. If you have anything you would like to send me, that will be down in the description below. I also have an Amazon wish list in case there's anything on there you would like to get for me. That is down in the description below. And I also have a Patreon. If you would like to become one of my patrons, there is a link to my Patreon down in the description below as well, which is mostly Doctor Who centered, but I will be doing hopefully some other stuff with that if I can get this channel to kind of take off and grow bigger. They get to vote in. All of my patrons get exclusive stuff, depending on what tier they join at, but I think it's really the $10 tier and up. You get things like voting in polls, exclusive videos, early access to videos, and video requests. So if that's anything you're interested in, check that out. Most importantly, thank you for watching.